Okay, I decided to do shoes next because one, they were in my way down there, which is one of the things about wardrobes. If something's in your way, it may actually predetermine the order in which you sort. Also, I know that shoes are a big issue for people because I've worked with hundreds of people dealing with their shoes. So what tends to happen is we don't have that clear out. We keep our shoes, we just push it to the back, and there comes a time when you literally lose them. So even when you decide you are going to wear that pair of shoes or sandal, you can't find the other one because it's long disappeared at the back of the wardrobe or whatever crate you've been putting them in. So shoes are for wearing, and if you don't wear shoes, then they become brittle. And I'm just going to give you a first example, which is a pair of Ugg boots. I've been wanting boots like this for a long time, and I saw them in a concession store and thought, yay. So I bought them, no indentation in the fur, so they hadn't been worn. I wore them for a month, and then the soles just completely separated from the boot because the rubber had become rigid, and therefore, yeah, it just wasn't adhering to the boot. So that's the thing to be aware of if you don't wear your shoes. And I'm sure if you've watched other TV shows that deal with decluttering, you would have seen soles separating from the actual item. It's not a myth, it really happens. So I could repair those, that's fine. I did have another pair of lovely second-hand leather shoes that I bought with a foam sole. I wore them, I think, about 3 weeks, and then the foam completely disintegrated. So I am not particularly a shoe person, but I do like quality shoes because I'm hoping they're going to last. So I don't buy second-hand shoes anymore, and I've always spent good money on shoes because I have a wide foot and a high arch, which means that fashion shoes have rarely fitted me, and therefore I've always just had to find shoes that fit my feet and what I needed to do. So this is what I'm going to take you through now. The shoes I am keeping, I've already put on the table because I started this exercise before I decided to make this video, and then I just held it in place ready. So I have the boots that you've seen. I have my everyday Uggs, which just indoor outdoor. I do walking and camping, so they're my new walking boots. I'll explain why later. They're my walking shoes when I don't need boots, which isn't very often. And these are a really good pair of runners, hikers. So I've got 3 pairs of shoes for the activities I do, and I wear them all. These are my old Birkenstocks. They've just completely worn through, so I'll keep them for outside schlepping in the garden. And these are my new ones, which I'm currently breaking in. So that'll be me on Birkenstocks. But I have worked with a lovely lady who's collected Birkenstocks and worn them, I think, her whole adult life. Many a Birkenstock, but even she managed to part with a whole chunk that she just wasn't wearing anymore. Hooray for her. So when my children started growing taller than me, I decided to start wearing wedges. I've never been good with heels, but I can do a platform wedge. Neutral colour, goes with some of the dresses that you saw earlier, or pants. The same with these shoes, sandals. Had them for years. Go with loads of things, and easy to wear, so I'm keeping those. White trainer, classic white trainer, is in for skirts, dresses, everyday wear. I've had those for years, they still work. They do squeak though. These ones, obviously just a bit more casual, so they're nearly the end of life. I can't wear them for too long at one time, but they're handy for nipping out. And these are my indulgent shoes. As you can see, I was getting really worried about the height of my children at this stage and my lack thereof. So these are just a fun shoe that, again, if I had 10 pairs of fun shoes, I would have to start decluttering because I'm not going out and having 10 times of fun every year. And I want the space. See, my aspiration is to live lighter, to be able to up and go if I wanted to without worrying about all the stuff that I have got. And I have moved home many times, and that means that you get used to packing and unpacking the same things, and it really makes you confront whether or not you need to keep doing that and whether you can let them go. So if you've got heaps of shoes that you haven't worn, and when you look at your feet and you look at your wardrobe and you think, I'm not going to wear them, then please pass them on, and create some space in your wardrobe and your life, and enjoy wearing the shoes that you have. Okay, these are the ones I'm letting go. Love these boots. These were the boots that I started my walking journey on. They've done over 1,000 Ks and I've broken them. So I can't even wear them for like an hour without getting some heel pain. So as much as they represent me striking out and walking 1,000 kilometers, I'm not keeping them because I've got a new pair of boots and I don't need them. These were a buy that I thought would work. So where I am is I'm on a bush block, which means it's sand and it's grass, and in the winter it's quite handy to have something to keep your feet warm, but they didn't keep my feet warm and I think somebody else will enjoy them. Sorry, I got distracted by a bird then. Okay, love these boots. Used to wear them with suits, corporate, all that kind of stuff, but I haven't worn them for years. I thought I would wear them with jeans, but I haven't, so they can be donated. I got heaps of wear out of these boots, loved them, and always got complimented when I wore them, but actually they're just not comfortable anymore and somebody else can enjoy them. These boots, outdoor boots, wood gathering boots, but they're busted. They were second hand when I got them years ago, but unworn, and now they just need to go. And if you have in your wardrobe, these would be my aspirational shoe, not in terms of cost. They've got no red sole. It's just the fact that I thought I'll try a low heel to wear with some of those smarter, lovelier clothes. But again, doesn't feel like me. Wore them not even once because I flipped back to something else. But right now, they are going to go to the op shop for somebody else. So what I'm left with is 2 pairs of Uggs, one high, one low, 2 sets of walking shoes, some runners, 2 pairs of sandals, Birks, 2 pairs of sandals, not Birks, and 2 pairs of white trainers and some fun shoes. Now I can live with that, but it's taken me years to get to this point, and it will probably take you a wee while too. It's just important to remember that shoes are for wearing, and not for storing and not for scrunching together and leaving at the back of your wardrobe. They really are your way of stepping out into the world, being you, and I'm going to stop there.